everyone. We are back. And when I say this, I always say this has been an eventful week. It always is. It's Monday. Valentine's Day just passed. Y'all let me know what y'all was doing this weekend for Valentine's Day. And I want to say this too on the other side of Valentine's Day, because I know as women, I know I have some men watching the show, and as men too. If you don't have a partner or a significant other, or maybe you do have a significant other and they didn't do the most for you, whatever it is, I think that if you are not where you want to be in your relationship at this time in your life, you can still use Valentine's Day to love your friends, your family, your children, yourself. That could be like a day that you know what? I'm going to splurge on myself today. Go get a massage. Go do something nice for yourself. I think self-love and loving your community is just as important as having a romantic love. So I know it's hard when you see everybody online getting their flowers, some people getting proposed to, grand hotels, getting roses everywhere. And that is absolutely beautiful. I would love to have that for myself. But one thing I always make sure I do is I love on my people closest to me, my friends, my family, everything. And that's what I feel like Valentine's Day is about as well. Just the platonic loves that you have in your life, your family, your community. So if you didn't have a boo this weekend, it's okay, girl. And then guess what? It's getting warm outside. It's time to let them coochie lips flap in the wind, bitch. It is getting hot outside. I am so excited. I have been sticking to my gym program. I've been eating healthy. Now, I know there's a trend on TikTok right now where everybody's talking about the ground beef and the sweet potatoes and things like that. I don't do ground beef. I do ground turkey, or sometimes I do I don't really do ground chicken, because if I do chicken, I'll just do a chicken breast, or I'll do some salmon. But I love the Korean sweet potatoes, because orange sweet potatoes, like the regular ones, they're a little too sweet for me. I'll tell y'all right now, and I don't want to say anything offensive, the only reason I'm not overweight and super big right now is because the Lord above did not give me a sweet tooth. I do not like sweets. The only reason, like I said, I am not big is because I don't snack on cakes, cookies, and things like that. Because everything else I eat, I love cheese, I love liquor, I love fried food, I love everything else. But God was like, okay, I'm going to take away your sweet tooth so we can balance it out. So eating sweet potatoes is really hard for me because I don't like sweet stuff. But I can do a Korean sweet potato because it's not as sweet. So anybody out there, if y'all don't like sweet potatoes, try you a Korean sweet potato. They real good or whatever like that. They have Japanese sweet potatoes. I don't know the difference between them. I'll be getting the Korean ones because that's all the little market have, you know what I'm saying, that I go to. Anyways, so yes, love yourself. And y'all, we still got time. If you haven't started your gym goals or whatever your goals are for the summer, you still have time. But it's Monday. Start today. Even if you just go on a brisk walk. If you go on a walk, y'all can get them weighted vests too. That helps with your walks, okay? What else do we have to get into? Oh, house update. I got all my bedding done for my guest bedroom. I'm gonna post that probably either. If I haven't already posted it, it's going to definitely be posted this week, today, tomorrow, something like that. So my bedding is super cute. My guest room is really done. I just have to change the blinds. I'm changing all the interior doors in my house, but that's going to be one of the last things I do because it's important for me to do it, just not right now. You know what I'm saying? My cleaners came, so my house is spotless. I think that we don't put enough emphasis on your mental health and the cleanliness of your home. If you are feeling trapped, stressed, your anxiety is high, I'm not saying this to be mean, I'm being for real. Is your house clean? Because if you start feeling cluttered in your mind, it's probably because you're living in clutter. Y'all, please clean your house. If you can't afford to have somebody come clean it for you, maybe you can have some of your girls come over, see if they want to help, pour up a little wine. I'm telling you, cleaning your house clears your head. But I want to address something, right? And y'all know, let me tell y'all something. Y'all know I absolutely love the Poor Crew. Obsessed with y'all, love y'all down. The reason I love this so much, because we can always keep it real with each other. Sometimes in the comments, y'all may disagree with something I say. I may come back at you. We argue and we be like, okay, bitch, fuck you, but have a good week. That's what I love about y'all. We curse each other out. We are literally like brothers and sisters in here. So I had a comment left under my page and I was like, I have to read this on the show because I'm not going to lie. I got a good, hearty laugh. Okay. So I recently posted my closet renovation, and a lot of people were in the comments like, Lex, you need to color coordinate your clothes. I addressed that last week because I'm like, y'all telling me to color coordinate your clothes and y'all clothes not even coordinated. You don't even got a dirty clothes bin. Like, I was going off about it. Mind you, and this is not to brag, again, I can keep it real with y'all because y'all my people. I love y'all. This is a space where I can really just talk, okay? I have over 400,000 followers on Instagram, right? Over 150,000 on TikTok and over 200,000 on Facebook. And I have followers on YouTube as well, subscribers. I say all that to say, between all four of those platforms, it was so many comments about color coordinating my clothes because those are the four platforms I posted it on. Let me read this comment to y'all. And shout out to the girl, because I get it. You don't play about your mama. Her name is Move from Deville 1404. And this is my girl, y'all. So don't be trying to be in the comments going at her because I feel her. If I thought somebody was talking about my mama, I would say it too. She said, you talking about my mom. We are both super big fans of you and Poor Minds. And I saw she was the only one that said something about coordinating your closet. She gave you a huge compliment and a slight suggestion that you were not forced to take. My mom hard body as hell. So the fact that you singled her and this low key made her feel some type of way when she didn't make a negative comment and she deleted it. Of course, everybody doesn't want others' opinions. Hell, as her child, I don't listen sometimes. But it could have been looked over. And yes, her closet is big and color coordinated. She's that girl and very beautiful. So she's going to tell you something that she does. So she's not going to tell you something she doesn't follow. A baddie trying to help another baddie. That's it. First of all, let me apologize to your mother for not reading the goddamn comments. Because you wasn't the only one that said it. And it's never let me tell y'all something. When I respond to things, I am never singling y'all out. And if I do single y'all out, I'll read the comment. And to the mama, I hope you see this. I was not singling you out. I got hundreds, if not thousands of comments of people telling me to color coordinate my closet. And like y'all know, I am a single woman. I just bought a home. I'm doing everything on my own. All I say is when I'm posting my projects, say something nice and keep it pushing because I'm doing this alone. Y'all be telling me to do this, do this, do this. It's only so many hours in a day. Y'all tell me to do that. Then y'all want me to vlog about it. Then you got to talk about it on Love Lex P. Then I got to talk about it on Poor Mind. Then I got to do that. Hey, I wanted to say, shut up, girl. But I know your feelings hurt. So I'm going to keep it cute. Okay, I appreciate the love and support. I was not singling you out, I promise. And the reason I talked about it on the show, because I told her I would, I was like, I'm finna talk about you on the show. But again, it's love, y'all. We family. You my cousin now, because we got in our first fight. So we're officially cousins now. And your mama my cousin too. But thank you. Yes, I did color coordinate my closet. I just hadn't got around to it yet. I got my new hangers and everything. But y'all know I love y'all. Okay, moving on. We are spending a lot of time. I'm chatty today. I'm sorry. The sun is out. Y'all know when the sun's out, that means my ass is about to be out. So I get excited. It's something about that vitamin D that just hits my skin and gets me really excited, okay? Let's get into our positive affirmation of the day. I saw a clip recently. I'm going to play the clip real quick. Shannon Sharp recently had Hitmaker on his show, and he was talking about one mistake that he made in life was putting his career first and not putting love as a priority in his life.
Mistake that you make.
What?
I put work in front of everything.
Sure,
and I missed out on a lot of great relationships.
Would you rather be up and without a woman, or would you rather be with the woman and not as up as you are?
You want me to tell you God honest truth?
Yeah.
I'd rather be up, not up as much and have somebody.
For real?
I do it.
And the reason this, it didn't necessarily resonate with me, but it kind of did because I have dated men before who all they cared about was work, 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 work. And somebody who I care about my work a lot and it comes first, but I also always make time for myself because I don't want to look up and I'll be like, damn, all I did was work and I didn't enjoy the fruits of my labor, okay? And I think we have become a society that, I told y'all, I talked about this before, it's always like, team, no sleep. Let's get to the grind. Let's do it. Cool. I get that. But life is about balance, okay? So the positive affirmation today is move in alignment, not in chaos. There is no way I could come to work and film if I'm not feeling well rested, if I'm not feeling rejuvenated. I do have to take a break. Sometimes I need a girls' night out. Sometimes I need a vacation. You can build and rest. You can build and love people. You can build and enjoy your life. Life is about balance. You cannot live and enjoy life and enjoy it if you're heavy partying all the time and heavy traveling all the time and you ain't putting no work in. But you also can't if you're working all the time and you're not enjoying your life. As successful as Shannon Sharp is, he is a multi-millionaire over and over and over. Because y'all know he had to pay that white girl. And he still had funds left over. So you know he got some bread. No shade to Shannon, but look at him, how he's saying, like, I wish I had partnership. I wish I had somebody there, but I always put work first. And I don't wish that on anybody, especially not, people of my community. I think Black love is beautiful. And I think there's a way that you can balance your life out to where, you're dating, you're traveling, you're making time for your family and your friends, but you're also grinding and working towards your goals. So please align yourself with peace, love, and not chaos. You cannot do a good job at your job if you have been depleted. Okay? You can't do it. Life is about balance. Have fun, but go to the gym. Have fun, but go out with your boo every now and then. You know what I'm saying? Have fun and go to work. Balance. That's all I'm saying. All right? Now, enough of that positive shit, bitch. Let's get into some negativity. Oh, I love a little negativity. Okay. First, we're going to start off with our good friend, Lela Rochons. I know y'all are familiar with her. One of the top 90s baddies. She was an actress. She played in Waiting to Exhale. A lot of your other favorite Black movies from the 90s. So she recently went on the Sherri Shepherd show, and she made a controversial remark. She said, everybody looks the same now. In the 90s, we were different and we had to work with what. Now, I've seen a lot of backlash about this, right? A lot of backlash. Everybody's like, first of all, we still look good at the end of the day, blah, blah. Everybody was just going in on her, talking about her looks now, this and that. And y'all know me, I'm the unofficial spokesperson for plastic surgery. I have everything pumped in me. If it can be pumped in me, I got it in me right now. And I don't care. I'll do it again. And I'm not going to stop. I've got 14 BBLs, 6 breast augmentations, lips, everything. I love it. But I will say, she's not wrong. She is not wrong in anything that she said. Back then, they did not have the options. And if they did, it either wasn't affordable or they didn't know how to do it on Black women. It wasn't targeted towards us. So yes, you definitely had to work with what you got. Did they have weaves and makeup? Yes. But again, makeup wasn't even really flattering for us because it would make us look ashy because they didn't have our colors in that. So you really had to work with what you had. You had to have a fly-ass hairstyle, a fly-ass wardrobe, but that face card had to be there. But I also feel like that's the good thing about technology and things getting better. Just like, do y'all remember when the first flat screen TV came out and it was like 60 pounds and it was thicker than me? It wasn't really no flat screen. You could just hang it up on the wall. But now technology has advanced, so you do get a flat, crisp, thin TV that's very thin and very Naomi Campbell, because that's what happens. Things get better and the upgrades are here. You know what I'm saying? So there was nothing wrong with what she said. Yes, in the year of 2026, we have advantages, not only women, but men too. Back in the day, when niggas was bald, niggas was just bald. Now they going to Turkey by the packs. It's 16 niggas on a flight right now listening to Love Lex P like, she ain't tell a lie. I know it. Niggas be wearing pieces now. They didn't have that back then. They had toupees, but it wasn't believable. So I do agree with what she said. Back in the day, you was either fine or you wasn't. Now, y'all say this all the time, but it's a problem when she says it. What is the main thing people say when they see somebody that starts making money? Oh, I'm not ugly. I'm just broke. So what's the difference? It's just about how she said it. But yeah, we don't be ugly. We just be a little broken. We can get some money and get it together and polish up the look. So I'm with you, Lela. I don't think you was wrong, because if y'all pull up pictures of Lela back in the day, and she's still a beautiful woman. She's just older. Of course, people look different when they age. But Lela, in 97, 96, whatever year that was, It's women in 2026 that still can't hold a candle to that. And that was all natural, baby. Okay? So y'all get off my auntie. I don't appreciate that. And she wasn't wrong. Have women always have enhancements? Yes. But they are not like they are today. Yes, I wear lashes. I wear fake hair. I wear nails. I get the surgery. I get it all done. And this is from somebody that does that. And I'm here to say she wasn't wrong. Okay? Them hit dogs was hollering, baby. Y'all needs to bring it on back a little bit. All right, moving on. Y'all know I don't care. Yeah, maybe I am Barty gang, okay? I gotta talk about my girl Cardi. Well, first off, let me give the positives out. Her tour has started and I'm going to the Atlanta show and I'm super excited. But the tour kicked off and it looked lit, okay? I think it looked really lit. So first I'm gonna report on, they said, of course she performed Pretty and Petty as Fuck. And y'all know in that song, she kind of disses Bia. So whatever the part says, diarrhea Bia, breast so stinking. Y'all know that part. Diarrhea Bia. That is so fucked up. It's funny though. Anyway, somebody had posted a clip of her performing the song. Bia responded and said, "Can you name someone with more BMs than receiving yards? I can. And I know that. You know what? Never mind." This is why I hate when women attach themselves to men, because you can never say nothing about the woman. It's always about her partner. It is always about the partner. Every time I see somebody talking bad about Cardi, 90% of the time, it's just the men that she has decided to date. And I hate that for her. And unfortunately, I was on the wrong side of history this time, because when it first came out that Cardi and Stefon were dating, I was happy. I was like, yes, girl. My girl just outside having fun. Y'all acting like she about to make this shit last forever. Then my girl got pregnant. I was so in denial. I didn't even believe she was pregnant, you know? But fast forward, rumors are going around that they have broken up. And I get it. Everybody's like, okay, she got pie on her face. And I know y'all finna be in the comments talking about I'm biased, but bitch, we all go through a breakup, okay? I think I'm going through one right now. You know what I'm saying? So it's just that she is having to do it in front of the world. Whether you think her baby was a mistake or not, I'm not going to go there, because, again, the child is here and we're not going to talk about a human being like it's not a human being. But I think that Cardi just has so many positive things going on right now. You know, I don't want to say it was a mistake, because it maybe wasn't a mistake for her. But Stefon Diggs, you lost the Super Bowl and Cardi B. You need to go back to square one, nigga. It's not looking good for you. To fumble Cardi, and you didn't even, and then honestly, you didn't even have a good game. He got like 3 yards. That was it. You did all that for what? So honestly, I'm not glad that it's over, but I think Cardi is just, I like her personality. I think that's a lot of things that sold me about her, was the fun that she has, and I think she's gonna be okay. She's about to go on an amazing tour. I can't wait to go. I know y'all finna be in the comments like, Lex, you so biased. Maybe I am. Maybe I have a soft spot in my heart for the single mothers out here, okay? But either way it goes, it's reported that they have broken up. But she gonna be all right. It's gonna be another nigga in her DMs, chat. But let's hope my girl don't get pregnant. No more babies, Cardi. We done, all right? All right. We're done. Wrap it up. We are done. Okay, moving on. Speaking of the Super Bowl, Chris Brown, he speaks during Bad Bunny's performance. Like, it was either during the performance or right when Bad Bunny got off stage. He posted on his Instagram, "I think it's safe to say they need you. They need me." He said, "I think it's safe to say they need me." Who? Who said that? Y'all know that trend that's been going on TikTok? Who? No shade. Chris Brown is extremely talented, but y'all don't let them backflips jingle that motherfucker head up. I ain't never seen a dancing nigga with CTE. Okay? He must have did a backflip and hit his head on something. And this is no shade. But I think the Michael Jackson comparisons have gone a little bit too far. Is Chris Brown extremely talented? Yes. But y'all have to understand, performing at a Super Bowl halftime is more than just being an artist with hits, okay? They want somebody who is well-rounded, that the people love. And I hate to say it, because I don't care what they like, but they don't really like him. The white people, they're not fooling with him. And on top of that, Jay-Z is on top of the Super Bowl halftime. Jay-Z, Rihanna, do y'all think that has something to do with it? I do, personally. I do. I don't know if it does or not. I'm just talking shit because I'm messy. But I think that he has a right to have an opinion. I think everybody should shoot for the stars, right? I think you should think you are the absolute best. I don't care if you fucking know how to boil eggs. I am the best egg boiler in the fucking world. You better think that. But I say all that to say it's a time and a place. In this moment, with everything that's going on with the political climate in America right now, and Bad Bunny performing during this time was a huge statement. This was a moment for us to unite, cheer him on, and, push the bigger agenda at hand. And here come your backflipping, moonwalking ass and trying to make this moment about you. And in the process, it was shade to Bad Bunny. And I enjoyed the performance. Y'all wasn't saying nothing in 1993. Y'all knew exactly what they were saying when the Macarena came on, bitch. Y'all knew the words then. You know what I'm saying? We give Selena all the praise as she deserves. Let Bad Bunny have his moment. We had Kendrick Lamar last year. You know what I'm saying? Then we had Rihanna a few years ago. Let Bad Bunny have his moment. And it was very important during this time that he had his moment. So I feel Chris Brown, like, of course, we know that you want to perform at the Super Bowl. We get it. But that wasn't the time. That was a little cheesy, if I'm being honest, okay? Get that CTE as a CTE flare, I believe, okay? Moving on, I've been wanting to talk about this, but I wanted to do a little more research before I really talked about it, but I'm ready to talk about it now. Evelyn Lozado and Shanice, her daughter, have a podcast. And recently, they had the game on. I don't even have to play a clip. Y'all have seen all the clips. So the latest clip that they had, and I'm very careful when I talk about podcasts, being that I do have a podcast myself, and I don't want people to ever think I'm shading people or I'm shading other podcasts, because I don't have to do that in order for, obviously, for Poor Minds to be successful or anything. But I just wanted to share my thoughts on it because it was a clip where, now I'll show this clip. Shanice was basically talking about how it makes her sad when she goes to different events and she sees people, being a family, and like it hurts her feelings because she's a single mom. Now, in this moment, it seemed like Evelyn was giving her grace and being very sweet, but I can't help. And you know what? I am going to play a clip. It was a clip where the gang was like, I told you I wasn't going to change diapers. And when I tell you, you would have thought that motherfucker was Eddie Murphy, the way Evelyn was cackling down. It never gave it was that funny, sweetheart. And then you're laughing at the expense of your daughter. She's there. She got that shaky voice. You know how Candy voice be shaking? That's my mama. That's how Shanice be talking when she gets a little upset. And I know people like that. So Shanice is like, well, I thought you were going to help me at least change the diapers. I mean, that voice was shaking like a stripper, bitch.
And I'm at the point now where I haven't even taken Blaze for, I went on a walk, but I don't believe in taking kids from their mom too early, because like they're just so little and precious. And in Rain True, remember I told you I don't change diapers? Have I changed one? See, she don't like that shit, by the way.
No, but I really feel like if you have a child and you are more than able, your hands are working, your fingers are fine, you have no arthritis, that you are more than able to help and wipe your child's ass too, if you can wipe your own. Because when he's 50, let's say, what are you going to be, 112? Yeah. You might need someone to wipe yours. I got Harlem. Yeah. And God willing, he does it. But did you wipe his? Yeah, like this is all, it comes around. Yeah, but I did tell you I don't change diapers from the beginning, before he was born. Did you think it was going to change? Like I would actually like flip and like do it? I did. I did. I thought that like, because you are in a different decade and you're having a child, however many
different
years
decade
later,
is wild.
Earlier I spoke about.
I just knew, I could see it in her eyes, them tears swelling up. And Evelyn is just over there cackling down. And I don't know, it made me really uncomfortable because as somebody who sits on the couch and I try to be vulnerable, I've had moments where I've cried on the couch, where I'm laughing, I'm doing this, I'm doing that. But I would never sit on the couch I'll use Drea as an example, with Drea, and she's crying or on the verge of tears and she's having a moment and I'm cracking up laughing. I don't know, y'all. I just feel like, I don't know about this podcast. I feel like I would rather them go in a route of maybe talking about motherhood and the struggles of motherhood and things like that, because I think that segment was honestly truthful. And I hate to say this, but it seems like, I don't think Shanice regrets her child. I think she 1000% regrets the father of her child. During Basketball Wives season, they spent the whole first half of the season defending him. Baby, you would have thought he was fucking Barack Obama the way they was talking about that nigga. And it's like, babe, it's red rolls or white ceiling.
Kobe Bryant. Yeah. When I be rocking my Kobe's, I be in a red rose, white ceiling.
Okay, let's all just get a grip here. So I don't know. The verdict is still out for me on the podcast. I actually do really like Shanice. I think that she could, give a lot of insight. I think a lot of people gave her a lot of flack, which I get it. But again, we're humans and we all make mistakes. And I think she's made a big mistake and we're watching her in real time realize that she's made a mistake, but she has to step up and be a mother. And again, I have a soft spot in my heart for that because y'all know I don't keep my kids. So when the women keep their kids and they step up and be the mother that I couldn't be, I like to applaud them. So I think we need to be a little nicer to her because being a mom is not easy and she's going through a lot. That baby, I think, just turned 1. People deal with postpartum depression for years. I'm not a doctor. I'm not diagnosing her, but I just wish the internet would be a little nicer and forgiving to people. You know what I'm saying? We all out here just trying to live. None of us have been here before that we know. We all just trying to figure it out, y'all. Okay? All right. Moving on. Now, this is some mess, y'all. Now, we almost to the white news, but this is like half white news, half and half. Jeannie Mai, y'all know Jeezy baby mama, she was spotted out with Anderson Paak. And he didn't have his wig on. They was just in the booth. They was kissing on each other. And one thing, Jeannie meant it. She said she liked her dark meat on the side, but she wants her dark meat right front and center. She is not giving up on niggas, and I feel her. I haven't given up on niggas either. So everybody was in the comments like, Jeannie, you didn't learn your lesson. You didn't. No, none of us have. Once you get that black meat, it's a different experience, bitch.
You know what they say. Once you go black, you're gonna need a wheelchair.
Hey, Latrell.
Jeezy done turned old Jeannie out. And you know what? As you should, ma'am. We haven't heard about her dating anybody since the breakup of them. And, I think it's time now for her to get out there, start dating again. And I'm a big fan of Anderson Paak's music. I like him. Now, I thought that he was dating, if I'm not mistaken, they was trying to say he was dating Mariah Carey last year. Anderson, you probably gonna get... It seems like Jeannie gonna get her heart broken again because I'm getting player vibes from him. And you know who be the biggest players, y'all? The ones that people wouldn't suspect, because I have never thought this at all. But a lot of times when men are super creative and eclectic, or as Cam says, eclectic, a lot of times people like to say that they're gay, because maybe the way they dress or present themselves and things like that. But those are the men that will break your heart the most. Those are the most player ass people on the earth. Kind of like how Prince, he gives me like not Prince vibes, but like that same kind of arena. You know what I'm saying? They be having lots and lots of women, baby. I'm not saying that about Anderson. I'm just saying that has been my observation of men. Okay? All right, moving on to the white news. Now, this is kind of on this side. But I am very upset with this news, okay? Y'all remember Kenny Rodriguez from Love Island? He was dating Janae Craig, and I reported on this a while back. A whole thing came out where she went through his phone or saw text messages and he was being very racist towards her, and, they broke up. And it was like a clean breakup. It was no going back. Whatever he said in them text messages, we never really found out exactly what was said, but it was really bad. But Kenny is now back on TV. There's a Big Brother type show on Telemundo, and Kenny has been casted for it. And he's been receiving a lot of backlash. But it's so crazy to me because if he would have did this to a white girl or any other race, they weren't going to go for it. The reason that they're trying to like sweep this under the rug and do a rebranding for him is because she's black. And people feel like, oh, well, black people, y'all been dealing with this stuff all the time. She'll be okay. Absolutely not. I don't care if it's Telemundo and it's not targeted towards black people. Why do other people get to be rewarded for bad behavior? No, we're not going to absolutely not sweep this under the rug. And I really feel like for us we always want to unite the brown and black people. We be trying to unite. And then stuff like this happens that make us be like, okay, well, are we together or are we not? You know what I'm saying? So I feel like it's kind of a slap in the face for a lot of Black people who felt something when Jeannie went through that. And again, I feel like it's always sweep it under the rug when it comes to Black women, when Black women get abused, whether it's physical, emotional, whatever it is, it's just not ever taken serious. So I hope Telemundo goes back to the drawing board and they get rid of his ass. Like they got rid of that other girl that they found out that said the N-word, the Hispanic girl that was on Love Island. Do the same thing, because Telemundo is a sister company to Peacock. It's all in one big bag, okay? So I don't want to see Kenny on my TV. Not today, not tomorrow. I love my Latino brothers and sisters, just not that one. All right? We got to send them on back. Shout out to Jeannie. You know we still rooting for you over here, girl. We love you down. All right, moving on to the reviews. Now, I thought the Real Housewives of Potomac reunion was going to show Sunday, but it didn't. So we got to wait another week for that. The latest episode of Traitors was tea, bitch. It was tea. So last episode, Lisa got eliminated. So it's basically Rob against Candace. This is where Candace messed up at. I told y'all she should not have done that throwaway vote to Rob. She should have either just voted for Natalie or voted for Lisa, honestly. I think that would have just hit her cover a little better. But her voting out Rob, nobody thinks it's Rob. And then the fact that Colton threw her name out there and Rob allowed her to murder Colton, Rob is just plain, I hate Rob. I don't like Rob, okay? Let me just say that. He tricked me at first, but I once was blind, but now I see ho ass nigga. Rob is playing this game very well, and as he should be playing it, unfortunately. So I think in this situation, he just really outsmarted Candace. I think Candace should have eliminated somebody like a Natalie, somebody else, but going for Colton, thinking that you were going to get him out, but Colton was going to come for her anyway. So I honestly think there was really nothing Candace could have done to not get eliminated. Rob is just being a little sneaky little something. So he's playing the game very well. I can't be mad at it. I was very sad to see Candace go because I feel like, dang, all the Black girls gone, because Portia left the first 10 minutes of the goddamn show. Portia didn't even last. Portia said 2 words and they was like, oh, you're out of here, Missy. But I think Candace played a really, really, really good game. I think that in the end, Rob just ended up outsmarting her. I think Rob adding Eric on as a traitor is going to be interesting as well. And I'm not going to lie, I don't see anybody coming for Rob, and I don't see anybody coming for Rob and being successful. My prediction right now is that Rob is going to win. He's going to win Traitors, because I just don't see anybody catching him. I don't. All right, y'all, moving on to Beauty from Hulu. Now, Beauty started off so strong. I told y'all last week it got a little weird for me. This week's episode, it was kind of like they're giving you the backstory and telling you who Ashton Kutcher's character is. If you aren't caught up, spoiler alert are coming, whatever. So right now, this episode was good to me. I enjoyed the monologue between Jordan and Cooper. Mind you, I don't care about that storyline, but her talking about how she's beautiful now and how the upsides and the downsides, this is what the show is about for me. Like, I want to hear about the beauty standards and how it's a good thing, but sometimes it can be draining. Like, that's the stuff I wanted to see and hear about in this show. I enjoyed that monologue part. Now, the assassin with the Black guy who's the incel, I don't like this. I wanted to see more so like the incel being kind of tortured and being on the other side of the beauty standards now. Because at first, he was extremely unattractive. He hated himself and he was always like harassing women online and being a weirdo. I wanted him to be on the other end receiving that hate and knowing how it feels. Now we're seeing him going around on secret missions with the assassin killing people. So I really think that they kind of messed up that storyline with the incel guy, because I really think it could have been a learning moment for him. You know what I'm saying? So I don't care for that storyline either. Now, we're getting the backstory on Ashton Kutcher's character, who is the person who kind of has the serum and all this stuff. So they kind of did like where all the billionaires, all these old billionaires met up at this mansion to get the serum. And Now, this is something that I think is interesting because I do think this happens in Hollywood, right? I think a lot of rich people get access to things. They have their islands. Y'all know what island I'm talking about. They have their islands that they go to, and they just do a lot of weird shit. So I think that is the interesting take that they took on it. Ashton Kutcher's character ended up killing everybody so he could have the serum for himself. And that's where we're kind of going in the next episode. I think Ryan Murphy is losing the plot for me a little bit. I'm going to finish out this season because hopefully, he'll reel it back in. I hope he does. But it is kind of losing me a little bit. It is because it started off so strong and I wanted it to really be about, more so about the actual beauty standards and really hitting the nail on that and keeping that trope going, but it's kind of missing it for me. But I don't know. Maybe I'm tripping because I ain't gonna lie. It took me a long time to watch one of the episodes. I kept falling asleep. I said, God damn. I went to sleep. I woke up. That shit was still on. Anyways, so yes, I know y'all gonna be in the comments asking me about the tickets. I'm telling y'all, we are doing everything we can. When the tickets drop, I promise y'all are gonna know. Y'all think it's like up to me. Y'all keep DMing me, Lex, can you drop the tickets? If I could drop the tickets, I would. I promise. We have partnered with Live Nation. We just waiting on the links to go live. We have locked some cities in. Y'all know I film on Thursday, so I have a meeting tomorrow. So hopefully in the description box, I have some updates for you guys. We have a meeting tomorrow, but they're coming. I promise. Tour is on the way. I know y'all be like, you lying. I promise I'm not lying, okay? Y'all make sure y'all go follow me on Snapchat, LexP05. All of my daily house updates, my workout stuff, everything that I got going. I'm always on Snapchat all day, every day. Follow me on Facebook, Lex P. Make sure y'all go watch Poor Minds. And also our episode with Cam Newton just dropped this past weekend. I thought it was a key and we had a good time. So if you in a chair getting your hair done, getting your lashes done, you working out, you laying in bed watching this, and when this goes off, go watch Poor Minds that just dropped on Friday, and then go watch our episode of Funky Friday with Cam Newton. We have a lot of content and stuff for y'all. And make sure y'all go check out our episode of Everybody's Crazy. We did with April and Savannah. That was an amazing, great time, okay? So we have a lot of content for y'all to watch. So like I said, if you're getting a service done right now, I got you filled for the rest of your appointment, boo. Okay? Love y'all so much. And I'll see y'all next week. Have a great week and happy Monday, y'all. Bye.